the full moon, and the full moon amplifies our intentions and thoughts. So astrologically speaking, and everything that's going on in the world, right? We have the day of the full moon, 3 days prior and 3 days after. That amplifies your energy. So everything you think of, it's being magnified, so it better be good. So you can't be sitting there having doubts and insecurities. If you're thinking, I'm a #1 bestseller, you need to be thinking, wait, I'm a #1 bestseller, and that feeling has to align. So we have to bring the feeling, the same frequency of the feeling to the same frequency of thought, and then that's when it happens.
And what are some strategies that can maximize the manifestation?
Breath of fire and brain amping. And brain amping is my trademark tool. So whenever we start to do the brain amping, which is a brain respiration tool, we'll literally be clearing all the blocks, purging your electromagnetic field. That's your biofield. And we'll be opening up all of our 7 main chakras, going up the spine to the brain. And it's a breathing technique I'm going to teach you that completely purges all the negative thoughts. The mind will silence.
Incredible. Now, I've been to many of your meditations, especially in this high energy spiritual cycle, and I can tell you, bring your notebook to bed tonight, because you are going to have more creative ideas flowing into your mind than you've ever experienced. I've written hundreds of pages after going through Sunny's meditation, and as a personal testimonial, I also trained with Sunny for approximately 3 to 4 years on a private basis in the art of meditation, but I'm still always going to be a student. But I will tell you, I'm still doing the breath of fire every morning. I'm meditating. What about the art of affirmation? How do they play it?
Affirmations are great, but if your mind is not at the right level of mind, where the frequency of thought is the same as that vibration that you're putting out of the heart, of what you're feeling about that thought at the same time, it's just going to be heard. It's just going to be heard, but eventually, you'll believe it. Eventually, if you keep saying it long enough, you'll get to that frequency. But if you do the brain amping first, you don't have to keep saying it day after day. We just get to the right level of mind first of all, write it down, we say it, think it, feel it, see it. Those are the steps that we do after we clear the energy field, after we clear your thoughts and brain, and we activate brain-heart coherence. So this is quiet, we bring that peace into alignment. Everything you think of is a seed planted. So whether you want to attract love, get out of a relationship, get what you want from a divorce. I helped all of those people get pregnant, down to the sex, down to twins. We've been manifesting.
Twins. So you are, oh, there we go.
She's one of the ones now who wants twins.
You are literally a spiritual engineering master.
I like that.
So we can get there. Write that down. Let's trademark that. Let me call my co-counsel on intellectual property right now. You have grown so much with your platform, and I know you also have some new announcements that you'd like to share tonight for our special audience.
Yes, well, I officially secured my first sponsor for the USA Freedom Tour. You see right there, Michael! We're going to be buying an RV, and the RV is going to pull a state-of-the-art, we're thinking 36-foot trailer that we're going to have designed so it holds 20 people. So when we pull up to the veterans, we have 20 veterans at a time. We pull up to the police station, we have 20 police at a time. We pull up to Michelle, say 20 people can climb in, right? So everywhere we go, we're going to be helping Florida first. That's the tour, Florida first responders, and then we move on up and down the East Coast. And we're also going to add in big, giant festivals. So we're going to be doing a promo tour for the next 3 years. I'm leaving Florida. I'll be back on my tour whenever I can. But we're going to hit all the rest of the U.S., specifically the East Coast at first. And those giant festivals, we're talking like the Country Music Awards that have 90,000 tourists that pay to get in there. So our trailer will be seen by 90,000 tourists, right, at one festival for 3 to 4 days. So how many people can we get in there every 30 minutes? Another group of 20. And plus the good news is, besides helping veterans, we are going to be selling my audio download for $11, which came with my first published book, Can You Imagine World Peace, 20 years ago. Yes. Like the world wasn't ready for peace then. I think they're ready now after all that's been going on. And so we're donating $3.33 to give back to help veterans to receive these tools, because Michael was, of course, one of the ones who got to completely have a testimonial of how these work and how they help you get off pills, how they help end suicide or depression, how it completely shifts your mind. So we're going to help veterans eliminate suicide.
Well, that is a massive mission and an extremely important one, because I understand that the suicide rate from some of our attendees at the Laws of Life talk show is extremely high.
Yeah, it's really high. We won't even talk about it because we want it to go down and we want to eliminate it.
That's right. So tonight we're setting an intention to elevate Sunny Arfa, that all of her dreams and visions come true. We love you and congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes.
We're gonna have a few more laws of life to share, but let's bring up Michelle Kaplan. Welcome her to the spiritual stage. Michelle and I go way back. Do you remember? How we met? Do you remember? It's that long ago.
I don't remember.
I believe we met at a networking event. I believe it was a book signing, but I haven't studied the levels of that, but I will report back to you. So this is a new theory I have on we meet people, and sometimes it takes us 10 people to get to that person. But I know you are the founder here of Love and Healing Center, and we want to thank you for providing this beautiful space and hosting us, and everybody, thank you again for welcoming us, Blanca's Latina. So what inspired you to open such a unique center?
Yes, it's unique. Well, it was my own personal journey because I had a mystery illness in 2020 where I couldn't get out of bed for about 6 months, and I was completely frozen, my entire rib cage and everything, and I went from doctor to doctor, regular, as much as I could, took all the tests, had x-rays, blood tests, everything. Nobody could tell me what was wrong with me. And then, holistically, I found this called Energy Enhancement System, and I had to fly to New Jersey at the time to use the system because there were none in Florida. And so I spent 20 hours in the system, and after 20 hours, I could take a deep breath, all my lungs cleared up, I didn't have any pain, and it's just been great after that, 100%. Yeah, nothing, and that's what inspired me. I was like, everybody needs this technology in their life, and that's what inspired me to open.
Well, that shows the generosity of your spirit, because so many people find solutions for their health, and you're one of those few special souls that actually share it with the world and provide this beautiful space.
It became like a passion. It became a burning desire to help people heal. And so now that's my mission, right? I help coach people on, especially people right now that they have a lot of illnesses and they can't figure out what's wrong with them. They have aches, pains, fatigue, like all kinds of things. And a lot of it has to do with elevating the cell voltage in the cell. And that's what's happening right now. You guys are actually charging up your cellular body and your energy body. So a high charge cell, the body can talk to it itself, it can communicate, and and a lot of times people walk in with all kinds of aches and backaches. I've had it happen, and you were talking about veterans earlier. I had a veteran that was on a lot of missions, and he always had a pain in his back, and we were just chatting in here. He didn't even do a real session. We were just chatting, and then he got up out of the chair, and he was like, "Wait a minute, my backache is gone."
Wow.
Yes. So just even unexpected sometimes. That's why I know I told a lot of people today, I was like, just take note of how your body feels right now, and maybe in 2 hours how it will feel, because it may just all of a sudden transform. And this is the amazing stuff that happens in here. It's the body doing it on its own. That's the one thing I want to make clear. It's not this system. It's the body pulling in the energy that it needs to work more effectively.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's absolutely amazing.
It is amazing.
And we are all looking forward to learning. So let's give a big round to our host. And before we begin, is there anyone in the audience that has been transformed by Sunny's teachings that would like to share a 30-second